our final session for today is modernizing AFIDS application with Harmony Core. For this session, I am joined by our guest speaker, Kuldeep Singh of TPF Software. TPF owns the AIS application. Hi, Kuldeep. Good to see you. And Kuldeep's in India, so God knows what time it is there.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's 9:30 p.m. Rachel right now.
Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. We have some Australia folks in here, and yeah, worse for them. So Kuldeep has over 14 years of diverse industry experience, including media and entertainment, banking and finance, wholesale and retail, and aerospace. He has been working with DBL since 2021, and for the past 2 years, he has focused on modernizing legacy Windows-based applications leveraging Harmony Core, traditional bridge, and OData to drive seamless transitions to modern web-based platforms. We're very excited to have Kuldeep here. He's going to share how they are using Harmony Core to modernize their airport operations management platform. Now let's get started.
Hello everyone, I am Kuldeep Singh, a staff technical specialist at Airport Information System. I'm working on Synergy DBL since 2021 and joined Airport Information System back in October 23. I'm taking you inside Airport Information System where we are not just keeping up with the innovations, we are driving it. We believe the future of aviation industry isn't about waiting for a change, it's about creating it. And that's exactly what we are doing at Airport Information System. The challenges we face with the technology are universal, but the solutions we are creating are anything but ordinary. Today, I'm excited to show how we are addressing these challenges with the product designed to make real measurable difference. So let's dive in and I'll show you who we are and how Airport Information System works. A quick overview of who we are. AIS is a leading provider of airport management systems and solutions with over 38 years of legacy and counting. Established back in 1986, our journey began with a clear focus on solving operational challenges in aviation. Today, our headquarters is located in East Midland, but our impact spans far beyond the UK. We are proud to be recognized as a leader in UK aviation technology sector, delivering advanced, reliable, and scalable software solutions that support airport operations end-to-end. Our experience in integrating complex airport systems has enabled us to build a solid global footprint. We have earned the trust of major aviation players, not only in UK, but also across the Asia-Pacific regions, something we take great pride in. So whether it's a legacy, innovations, or global capability you are looking for, AIS is built on a foundations of all three. Now let's talk about what truly defines us, our mission, and our core strengths. At AIS, our mission has always been simple: to deliver stable, configurable, and future-ready airport management solutions that adapt to the evolving needs of our client. One of the biggest strengths is our software stability. In high-pressure environment like airports, reliability is not negotiable, and our systems are built to perform consistently 24/7. Another key pillar is high configurability. We understand that every airport has its own operational nuances. Our solutions are designed to adapt, whether it is workflow customizations, reporting, or integration with third-party systems. We also pride ourselves on strong customer support. Our partnerships go beyond product delivery. We work closely with our clients long after deployment to ensure they get the best possible values. And finally, we place a strong emphasis on modular integrated solutions. This means client can choose exactly what they need, scale when ready, and ensure smooth interoperability across systems, all while keeping the entire ecosystem cohesive. These are not just buzzwords, they are values we actively uphold in every project, every rollout, and every customer relationship. Coming to significant milestone in our journey, our acquisition. In 2022, AIS officially became a part of Constellation Software following our acquisition by TPF Software. Now, CSI is a leading provider of software and services. This marked a major step in expanding our reach and capability. This acquisition has positioned AIS within the global ecosystem of high-performing companies while allowing us to retain our agility, innovation, and customer-focused approach. Being part of this group not only strengthens our financial and operational foundation, but it also opens up exciting collaboration opportunities with the other industry leaders around the world. Now let's take a closer look at some of our flagship products that are transforming airport operations, starting AFIDS, FIDSnet, and LDIS. First, we have AFIDS, our real-time flight management system, which is designed to give airport full visibility and control over real-time flight operations. What set it apart is its configurability. It is tailored to support both landside and airside operation, and it is flexible by departments, including ATC, ramp, handling, fuel, and many other. It also includes cash invoicing functionality for visiting aircraft, making it a complete operational and financial tool in one integrated system. Next, we have FIDSnet, our flight information display system. It focuses on enhancing both operational efficiency and passenger experience. It supports dynamic content display with exciting features such as vertical screen layout, multi-screen support, and seamless advertisement management. It's not just about showing flight information. FIDSnet enables robust content management, allowing airport to communicate clearly, brand effectively, and even monetize display real estate. And finally, LDIS, our historical flight data system. LDIS captures and organizes historical data, providing airport with tool for flexible aeronautical billing, detailed statistical reporting, and advanced data analysis. This system is crucial for strategic planning, revenue assurance, and operational benchmarking, enabling airport to make smarter decisions backed by data. Together, AFID, FIDSnet, and LDIS form a powerful ecosystem covering live operations, passenger-facing communication, and post-flight analytics for those looking to digitalize the full spectrum of airport management. Let's take a quick look at the traditional tech stack that has powered our core application for more than 3 decades. For more than 35 years, we have worked closely with Synergex, starting from the early VMS days using DBL and later migrating to Synergy DBL to support cross-platform compatibility with Unix and Windows environment. Our application is built using Synergy Toolkit alongside Synergy DBL, which provides a stable and proven development framework. To enhance the user interface and overall experience, we have incorporated infragestic control, bringing a more modern and responsive look to our traditional application. On the back end, the system utilizes an ISM file structure, which has served us well for reliable data access and integrity. Currently, the application runs on window-based single-threaded application, offering a consistent experience across the installations. Moving on to our modern web application stack, which is built to extend the capabilities of our traditional system while enabling a more scalable and flexible architecture. At the core, we are using Harmony Core, which allows us to expose our existing Synergy-based business logic through RESTful API layer. This includes support for OData, making data querying and integration more efficient and developer-friendly. To maintain continuity with our legacy system, we utilize traditional bridge, which ensures seamless communication between the new web layer and existing business logic and data structures. On the front end, we have adopted React with Next.js, allowing us to deliver a responsive, modern user experience with server-side rendering and high performance. The backend still continues to run on a reliable ISM file system, giving us consistency and stability in data access while we modernize the front and middleware layers. Let me take you through the key aspect of Harmony Core's architecture and significant benefits it brings to the modern application development and system migration. First, Harmony Core aligns with the modern application standards. It embraces the latest technologies and framework, enabling us to deliver scalable and efficient solutions that meet today's high expectation for performance and security. Another critical advantage is its improved integration capabilities. Harmony Core facilitates smoother interaction between legacy and modern system, allowing us to connect disparate technologies with minimum friction, which is the essential for organizations that rely on a mix of old and new infrastructure. By leveraging .NET ecosystem, Harmony Core taps into the vast range of tools, libraries, and frameworks, giving developer access to a mature, well-supported environment that speed up development and reduces the risk. Harmony Core's modular architecture make it easier to manage and extend, reducing the complexity that often come up with the legacy system. This ensures that the application can evolve over time without becoming a maintenance burden. One of the most significant advantage of Harmony Core is that it allows gradual migration, unlike traditional approaches where we might need to rewrite everything at once. It enables us to migrate components step by step, reducing risk and ensuring continuity of business operations. Another key feature is Code Gen, which simplifies the .NET development by automating code generation. This tool accelerates the development process, freed up our team to focus on the higher level tasks rather than manual coding for ensuring consistency across the system. And thanks to Harmony Core, we have been able to facilitate steady API improvement with minimum initial funding. The platform allows for gradual enhancement, ensuring that the organization can grow its capabilities without a significant upfront investment. And lastly, Harmony Core enables modernization to progress at a controlled and manageable pace. This makes the transformation process less overwhelming, allowing us to adapt and improve continuously instead of rushing through the changes. And the results speak for themselves. Our customer noticed the differences. We received feedback praising the improved performance, user experience, and overall responsiveness of the application. For many, it felt like a completely new system, yet we had preserved all the business logic they rely on. We designed a high-level migration roadmap for balanced migration effort with continued application support. The goal here was to optimize resources and minimize funding while ensuring a smooth transition. Let's dive into the different phase of our plan. First, we have discovery phase. During this phase, the research was conducted, the proof of concept were tested, and the team went through upskilling. This was all about laying the groundwork, validating feasibility, identifying the potential risk, and preparing a roadmap for entire migration journey. This phase typically lasted for 3 months. And next we moved to our phase 1, where we focused on identifying the core API that needs to be migrated immediately. This step helped us to establish a baseline and identify some quick wins. This was a short-term phase, typically lasted from 3 to 9 months again, where we focused on making measurable progress without overwhelming the team. Finally, in phase 2, we migrated high-impacted business logic module. This is where we really started seeing more significant changes. Now the phase 3, which is our current ongoing phase, it is all about extending the migration to supporting services and internal tool. The main objective here is to improve internal API coverage, ensuring that everything communicates effectively in the new environment. Finally, the phase 4, we are focusing on fully adopting the new platform while deprecating the legacy system. This is a long-term phase, and the main goal is to optimize performance, reduce technical debt, and fully integrate everything into a cohesive system. So this phased migration approach helped us to balance migration with our application support. It ensured that each phase build upon the last, allowing for sustainable progress, minimal disruption, and careful management of our resources. We started our migration with ATC department first and then completed it. We kicked things off with a thorough PSG system audit. The goal of this audit was to identify potential issues early on and hold PSG sessions to discuss and fully understand how the new tech impacts development. It's all about making sure that we have comprehensive understanding before diving into the implementation. One of the core features of this migration is to implementing JWT-based authentication. This will ensure that we have secure access to all users, which is critical for protecting sensitive flight-related information. We have introduced dynamic menus that adapt based on the user roles. This ensures a customized and efficient user experience for different roles within a department. For example, a controller will see different options than an admin, making their navigation more intuitive. We focus on ATC-specific feature to streamline flight processing. This is the crucial for improving operational efficiency and ensuring that the system is tailored to the specific need of air traffic control operations. Operational tasks will be easier and more efficient with the addition of functional buttons. These buttons will simplify workflows, allowing users to quickly perform tasks without unnecessary clicks or steps. Next, we are working on a rich UI that includes form, drill downs, and enhanced search capabilities. This ensures that the user can interact with the system easily and find the exact information they need quickly, even when dealing with large amount of data. Finally, we have incorporated SQL replication to ensure smooth integration with Power BI. This will allow us to generate real-time data-driven insight and provide visualization that improve decision-making within the departments. In summary, this migration is all about improving the user experience, enhancing security, and optimizing flight processing. Each of these elements is designed to ensure that ATC department operates more efficiently and securely. Now the interesting part for everyone who is either migrating using Harmony Core or planning to adopt it. This was an exciting yet challenging process, and we wanted to share some of the key obstacles we faced and the insight we gained. One of the first challenges we encountered was the complexity of understanding a service-oriented architecture. Transitioning from traditional system to a service-oriented approach required a significant shift in the mindset. Additionally, with the evolving Harmony Core documentation, made clear guidance on some implementation aspect, but thanks to Harmony Core team who always helped and encouraged us to keep going while we stuck. So the next challenge was to decide between using RESTful API or SignalR for web communication. Each option has its own advantages and disadvantages. RESTful API are more traditional and widely understood, while SignalR allow for a real-time two-way communication. Choosing the right solution to fit our application's need was crucial and required careful considerations. So after evaluating our application, we choose to go with RESTful API over SignalR. Another roadblock we faced was managing the shared legacy data section for stateless communication. Ensuring that data could be processed and transmitted without state persistence created complexity, particularly with integrating legacy systems. Refactoring legacy code was another major challenge. The task of extracting business logic from old systems toolkit code and adapting it to a new platform required substantial work. We had to carefully refactor a large section of legacy code while ensuring that no functionality was lost during the process. Adaptive dynamic configuration is a key for our successful product, but presented another challenge for us. Many parts of our system require flexibility to handle varying input type and configuration. Ensuring that system could adapt to these changes dynamically without introducing bug or inconsistency was not a small feat. We also faced some tooling and integration challenges. As we introduced Harmony Core into our existing workflow, we encountered issues related to compatibility with existing tools and system. Synergex supported resolving these challenges to ensure everything works seamlessly together. While these roadblocks were difficult, they also provided valuable lessons that helped us to refine our migration approach. We now have a much clearer understanding of complexities involved in modernizing legacy system with Harmony Core. Overcoming these challenges has enabled us to build a more robust, scalable, and flexible system. All right, let's begin with the demo of our new web application, AFIDS 2.0. We are starting here at the login page. Every user who needs access to the application must log in with their credential. This login process is secured with JWT authentication, ensuring safe and validated access to the system. Now I'll go ahead and log in with the user configured for ATC department. I'll enter username and password, and then finally sign in. Once the user is successfully authenticated, they'll be taken to the home page. Here, the menu items that you see are dynamic. They are generated based on the user's role and the department they are configured under in the system. So for this ATC user, you will see menu options related to flight processing, operational tasks, and ATC specific tools. If I were to log in as someone from another department, say administration or handling department, the menu would look completely different, showing only the tools relevant to that role and the department. So the menu item again, it can be expanded into the submenus and further submenus if there are under that item. Also, we have published the Power BI dashboard on the home page to show different stats through the graphical representations. On the right hand side, we have a quick menu where we have configured all the important tools which are used on day-to-day basis by the different departments as per their need. I'm not going to bore you with diving into the nitty-gritty of business logic or walking you through every workflow today. Instead, I'd rather show you the result we achieved with Harmony Core. The old application had more cluttered or outdated design that sometimes made user difficult to navigate. With Harmony Core, we streamlined the UI, focusing on clear, intuitive layouts which enhance user experience and make navigation more smoother. Now I'm showing the traditional application with the core module of our application, which is mostly used by all the department on the airport. With new web application, we got a completely new makeover for one of our critical module in a nice, clean, and interactive way. Also, the way we are showing forms into the traditional application along with the drill down method are completely modernized in our new web application, including the drill down with search functionality based on different key criteria. With the new application, we also enhance the way we are showing reports or any error into the system while we are progressing the movement or any other data. So the way we are showing reports, we can either view the PDF document or we can directly download it. So if we want to view, we can see the report error, we can fix it, or if it is a notification only, we can review it. And once it is done, the data will be updated into the system. One another most important feature of our traditional application, which is completely dynamic and based on the department, it shows different services and different input field into the form. We are successfully able to migrate into a new application without interfering with the existing business logic and giving a completely new look and feel to do some manual calculation while entering the charges and giving the charge note at same time. That's all for the demo. Thanks for your patience, and I hope you really enjoyed it.
That is a beautiful application, Kuldeep. You guys should be super proud.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, I did want to mention quickly before we move into the Q&A, the UI and UX design team at TPF is available to Synergex customers if anyone's available or interested rather. If you want to explore any of that, just send us a note and we can kind of facilitate conversations. And good commercial for the work just now. So really does as Dan says, well done to the team. We've been with you since the beginning of that, and it's really awesome to see how far you've come. So you guys should be super, super proud. All right, so getting to some questions. What factors influence the decision to adopt RESTful APIs instead of SignalR for communication?
So it completely depends upon the system, Rachel. So we choose the RESTful API approach primarily because our operations are largely request and response in nature rather than high volume real-time push scenario. So with our airport management module, the client initiate most of the transactions. So the RESTful paradigm align well with our users pattern. Additionally, the REST endpoints are easier to secure, scale, and integrate with the legacy system, while SignalR excel for the live streaming and collaborative scenario, but it carries more complexity around the persistent connection and like scalability overhead. So that said, we remain open. Our future modules may require real-time push, so we will evaluate SignalR or WebSocket as well and may incorporate them as the supplements rather than the replacement.
Thanks, Kuldeep. Is there a plan to maintain support for both the legacy Synergy toolkit screens and the new React-based interface?
Yes, our modernization strategy is faced with the dual track approach. So the legacy toolkit remains supported so that our operation continues to assured while users are migrated. In parallel, we are rolling out the new React frontend connected via our Harmony Core APIs to deliver improved user experience. This approach allows us to avoid big bang switchover and mitigates risk also. Supporting both interfaces ensure no downtime or capability loss for the customer during this transition. Eventually, as adoption of the new UI grows, the legacy users decline, we sunset the old toolkit screens, but only when we are confident feature parity, user readiness, and stability in the place.
What were the key challenges faced during the screen conversion and modernization process?
So there were so many challenges emerged during this screen conversion and modernization. The biggest of them was the architectural learning curve, shifting from the monolithic Windows system to service-oriented React with the RESTful API architecture, so which required our team to adopt new pattern and technologies like API design, token-based authentication, or the statelessness. So legacy data dependency and the shared structure. So our system is completely dynamic where the forms changes based on the user roles or department to department. So to adopt those along with the feature parity and usability expectations while ensuring that the new React interface offered equivalent capabilities with the ideally improved UX compared to the legacy screens, which require detailed requirement mapping, user input, and the iterations.
All right, I am not seeing any other questions in the chat. Thanks again so much, Kuldeep. These customer presentations really are some of the best that we get. So really grateful that you put in this effort, not only into making that beautiful application, but into doing this presentation for us. So thank you.